Hello, we're in Parashat Tazriya that deals with Tzaraat. Tzaraat seems irrelevant to us, but the truth is we can find many important ideas, concepts, messages, things that can inspire us and motivate us to become better people through these Parashot, Tazriya, and next week's Parashat Mitzorah. And in our parasha, we have a pasuk that says, "Uveyom heraot bo basar chai." It's talking about someone who has tzarat. He has a certain tzarat that's a wound in his flesh, and when there is a certain kind of flesh that appears in this wound, so then he has tzaraat. But the Gemara reads this in a very special way. It says, "Uveyom heraot bo," on the day that it will be seen, and they say that means that there are certain days where you do not see the tzarat. What does that mean? It's not that the tzarat just doesn't appear. There are days where you deliberately do not go and check to see whether a person has tzarat or not. What are those days? So the Gemara in Moed Katan continues and tells us this is at the time when a person is celebrating his wedding, and then suddenly in the middle of the days of the Sheva Brachot, a person says, "Wait, I think I might have tzarat." You do not call the Kohen, because if the Kohen checks him and God forbid finds out that this person has tzarat, he destroyed his whole simcha. Now instead of celebrating together as a couple newlywed, he has to leave the machaneh, he has to leave the city. That's a very difficult situation. We do not want to ruin his celebration, and only at the end of the Sheva Brachot will the Kohen come. Another time, if tzarat is seen in the middle of a chag, in the middle of a chol hamoed, the Kohen will not come and check the tzarat. Why not? We do not want to ruin the celebration. And this is a very sensitive halacha. Even though this might be a person that has to be excommunicated, maybe he spoke lashon hara, he got a divine punishment. One could have said the divine punishment says he does not deserve to celebrate his wedding. He does not deserve to celebrate the regel with Am Yisrael. No. Come Chazal and learn from the pasuk. No. Take your time. Wait. There are better times to say this. We're not saying to ignore the tzarat. Don't ignore the problem. But you have to acknowledge it at the right time. Be a bit sensitive towards the person that you're just about to maybe turn their life upside down. What is the correct way and time to come up to them and do that? And I think this is an idea that we should maybe expand and take it to the question of what is the correct thing to say and at what times. Right? There are many things that we think, we tell people around it, we tell children. Not everything that you think you have to say. You have to watch your mouth. Usually we say this about the person himself who is mitzorah, and we say, you shouldn't have spoken lashon hara. But here we're saying about the Kohen, we're saying about Am Yisrael, and I think this is an idea that has to come with us in many different cases. What is the correct thing to say at what situation? People are in times of stress. Is this the time to stress them out more? Or is this a time to say words of chizuk, of strength, of happiness? People are worried. Is this the time to add something else to it? Or is it a time to help them cope with what they're going through? Someone is now very excited about something. Is this the time to bring them down to earth and make them cope with different problems? It's not always the correct thing to do. Not for a society, not for a group of people, not for individuals. It's important to be sensitive to the situation and ask yourself not only what do I have to say about the situation, but is this the correct way, time, person to do this? Shabbat Shalom and Be'ezrat Hashem besorot tovot lekol Am Yisrael.